Okay, that's recording now. I did a review and was talking to myself because I didn't even record button. We've been through about a half a six-pack of Stella Artois though, so it's been a productive day. Any day is good when you go through three in not even 10 minutes. Might be exhibiting the alcoholic in me. What the hell? Anyway, what we had today, Stella Artois Legere, or Legere, however you pronounce it, I don't know. Over 600 years of brewing expertise, imported by import brands in Lawrence, St. Missouri. Legere, 11.2 fluid ounces, Belgium's original, 1366. One of my favorite beers. Very shocked that Walmart started carrying this. Very shocked indeed. Ooh, you're gonna go over, aren't you? Sure are. Shouldn't have poured it that fast. Oh well. Not much carbonation. I've seen more carbonated beers than this. Not bad though. What's the initial impression of this beer? Head's dissipating rather quickly, but it's fairly thick. I can smell skunk from it, but not near as bad as a Henry White's-Hard though. Henry White's-Hard is the good beer. Henry White's-Hard is much more skunkier than this. I think it's because it's a smaller bottle. Yeah, you definitely do get an impression of skunk from it, but not near as bad as some other beers, which is a good thing. Heavy skunky beers are good, but you can't drink them very much. Like this one, I can put away a whole six-pack in probably not even 20 minutes. That's how easy I can drink Stella Artois. And I believe it's 4%. I believe they are starting to sell 4% beer from the 3.2 in Utah, which is a good sign they might be breaking away from the 3.2 law. I couldn't be sure on that though, but I would imagine they probably are, because there is malt liquor that's like 5% in the stores now, Hurricane, which is interesting, or more than that, because it's not marked 3.2, so it's got to be the 3% because I've had that before. If I can track some down, I'll do a review on the Hurricane malt lager too. That was pretty good for a malt lager, interestingly enough. I'm not a huge fan of malt lagers, but that Hurricane was not bad. It's been a while since I've had it though, so it could have changed my flavor profile. But we'll do this on Stella Artois while it's resting. I like to give my beers a little bit of a rest before I drink them on my reviews. And in my life and personal drinking, yes, I like to give just a little bit of rest to give them a little bit of umph. What you get from this is a very, very light, skunky flavor or smell. It's not as heavy as some beers, like I said previously, just a little bit ago. Color is very genuine for about 70% of beers. It's not dark, it's a hazy, it's a very clear straw color. There is a little bit of head sticking around, it's not all dissipating. Somewhat of an almost creamy head, foamy, I guess. It's not really creamy, foamy. It looks like there's some lacing left on the glass, and this is not very cold. This is probably just slightly above the temperature to serve it. Poured into an old-fashioned beer glass, of course. It says it's 11.2 fluid ounce. I'm thinking it's a 4%er. What do I get on the first impression? Light skunk, slight malt, citrus, which is interesting because most Mexican beers don't have citrus like they're supposed to, and some Cuban beers even don't, and some sweetness to it, and some malt, and some grain, actually, not malt, grain. Yeah, those are the 5 things I get from it first off, which isn't bad for a general beer. It's probably one of the top ones I can buy over at my Walmart store. My impression of it is I've always liked Stella Artois. It's a very well put together beer. Is it a good beer? Definitely. It's very well put together, very well crafted, very well brewed. Say they have over 600 years of brewing experience, and I would guess that because this is a very well quality product for being in a glass or a green bottle. Green bottles are usually a hell of a lot more skunkier than this. I've already drank 3 of these already, and it's not been more than 15 minutes. So it's very easy to drink and very easy to session. Normally I can only drink 2 adjunct lagers, and this one I've already drank 3 in less time than what I would have drank 2. So it's very easy to session, and I'm barely feeling a buzz from the 3, so it's gotta be fairly light. I'll give it that. If it's 4%, that's 4. It's 8. That's 8, 9, 10, 11. Around 12, 13ish, something like that. Which is about a glass of wine. I'll have to argue with the reviewers in saying that it's bland, because it's not really bland. It might seem that way from drinking a lot of heavier tasting craft beers, but this isn't really that bland. You can catch a lot from it. You can catch a bitterness, you can catch a maltiness, you can catch a graininess, and you can catch a very, very slight citrus flavor from it. I like this beer. Ever since I've had it for the first time, I've definitely liked it. And I'm very pleased to see Walmart carrying it now, because I used to have to go almost a half an hour to get it. Up to a liquor store in a town called Mount Pleasant, which is very good service still. I haven't been there in a while, but I need to go back there and get a few things to do a review on. Maybe tomorrow if they're open, since it's Memorial Weekend, I don't know. I might wait until next weekend, save my money and wait and make sure they're open. But Stella Artois from Walmart, I didn't think this Walmart would ever start carrying that. It's definitely probably the best beer on the shelf over there, perhaps. I haven't tried a few of them on their shelf that have been there for a while. We'll try them. I'll probably get another 4-pack of an IPA I seen over there and see tomorrow. We'll probably drink the rest of this 6-pack of Stella tonight. Yeah, there's definitely some sweetness there, some maltiness, graininess, citrus. It's very easy to drink, very light in the palate. What would I give this beer? 93 out of 100, which is very high for the style. I don't really care what beer you drink, you're going to at least get a 93 to a 95 from me. I'd probably give this a 95 because it is my personal favorite. I've always liked Stella Artois, I really have. Definitely great quality for what it is. Not bad for a Belgian beer. I've had a few Germans, and this is the only Belgian. Well, I don't know if Grolsch is Belgian, because I've had a couple Grolsches, and Grolsch's was really good. I'll have to get a bottle of Grolsch and do a review on it, because I think the Mount Pleasant liquor store still sells Grolsch. Is this a good beer and would I recommend it to buy? Hell yes. I would recommend it to buy. This is very easy to drink. A lot better than the newer stuff. A lot of the big 3 have out. I'm not gonna lie. They just lack. They really lack in creativity, you know what I mean? The newer stuff they have out, not Stella Artois, the other brewers, and I'm not gonna mention names, really lack in creativity. They need to step it up a notch and really figure stuff out, because those breweries, other than Stella Artois, really have been just doing the same thing for years and years. But I don't really expect much from them. They try to be nice to their customer base and give them what they want. So there is that, you know. There is a large percentage of people that want the same old, don't want nothing new, it'll shock them, which is understandable. But Stella Artois is something different from the average adjunct. I'm not sure what they qualify Stella Artois as, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't have adjuncts in it, because it doesn't taste like it. If it does, I'd be very surprised. I never do much research on my reviews, I just jump into them and what they're like, hey, I do But as you're drinking this, you do get some more skunkiness waking up, but not in the taste. The skunkiness does go away. People that don't like beer would probably be able to drink Stella Artois fairly easy. I'm definitely catching a buzz from the three I drank. And there is some lacing on it, which you don't get from most adjuncts. And it's not really that cold. It's probably maybe a few degrees above what the suggested serving temperature is. And I'm not sure what the suggested serving temperature is on Stella. I don't do research. I don't care. I pop them up and drink them. If they're too cold, I would stick them in the freezer or if they're still too warm, I stick them in the freezer. If they're too cold, I let them sit out for a while. I take a sip and go from there. And if they're good enough, I drink them. That's a good beer. Anyway, I would highly recommend Stella Artois. Anyway, this is a very well-known beer, I'm sure. Probably one of the best-known Belgian beers in the U.S. anyway. Maybe not in the world, but in the U.S. it's probably one of the best-known Belgian beers. Definitely getting a buzz from the three I have so far I drank, which I've drank them in fairly quick succession. Usually I feel very bloated by the time I drink most beers, and this one I'm not feeling anything. So it'd be a good beer to hurry and drink and get a nice buzz off if you're into that. I don't necessarily do that. But anyway, I would definitely recommend this for a beer. It's definitely one of the probably the better ones you can buy, unless you're at a very, 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 very large Walmart. Then there may be something else that's better there, but this is definitely one of the better ideas to buy at a smaller Walmart. Because if my Walmart has it, your Walmart will probably definitely have it, or something better. Because my Walmart sucks at stocking shit, no doubt. This is a small town and they don't stock things. But anyway, I will definitely give a thumbs up to this beer and say definitely try it if you haven't already, which is very rare and far in between. Anyway, cheers, and I'm going to end this review and saying this is very positive for Stella Artois and good beer.